Hi, I'm Todd with Whole Latte Love. We have Mark behind the camera.
Hey Todd, what are we looking at?
Today we're looking at two really nice machines. Over on the right-hand side, we have the Rocket Evoluzione V2 Giotto. And on the left, we have the ECM Technika Profi 4. They're actually relatively similar machines in the way they operate, but then there's some, of course, there's some differences like boiler sizes and the aesthetics, and we're going to go over all those. And at the end, we'll take a look inside the machines so you can see what they look like there. Let's start over here with the Rocket. As you can see, well, I guess you could say it's a beautiful machine. Yeah, very nice. Highly polished stainless steel. Look at all the edges here, the way it all fits together. It fits together nice. And this is more of a stamped steel and folded, and then the polished right around the corners real nice. And your drip tray comes around, moves like this. And you can pull the drip tray cover off there. Take a look over at the ECM. Look how these fittings here, there's all nice rounded and curved. Notice that. And you notice that leads right down to the drip tray also.
Maybe just a hair more craftsmanship on this one? I mean, it's a little more to do those rounded.
Yeah, a little more work to
like
do.
that.
Yep, definitely.
But it's also an aesthetic thing. Some people might like the square.
You pick what you like.
Right.
We're just showing you.
Yep.
Yep. Now, as far as the water reservoirs, they both come in from the top. Well, both machines can work off a water reservoir or a water line. If you want the reservoir, you see how you access the Rocket, and it pulls straight up with the ECM. Open the door here, and then you can pull this straight up here.
And both machines come with a full set of lines. I see we've got one
both
over here.
Both come with a very similar water line.
Braided stainless.
They both come with single and double shot portafilters. Now here's the difference between them. Just kind of take a look. You know, nice Rocket branded there. If you take a look at the ECM, it's a angled handle. So when you lay it on your counter, you know this is still relatively flat. Kind of nice for tamping, but they both work fine. Both all chrome plated brass, very good quality. A little special addition on the handle here with the stainless steel on the end. And they tie that right in with the handle over here for your brewing handle. Okay?
So that all matches up and kind of makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
And this matches up over here with that look.
All right.
Another difference is the steam wands, the way you control the steam and hot water. Not the wands, but actual valves. This has your traditional knob for your hot water and your steam. And over here we have the joystick style. So you raise that up, actually locks in position. So if you're frothing, you're done, just hit it, it turns right off. Both have no burn steam wands, so you can grab onto them pretty good. See, the steam wand in the ProfiTech seems to stay a little bit cooler because it has an extra O-ring inside this steam tip that goes around the Teflon tube in there.
Actually seals it up in there.
Exactly, seals a little better on that. But either way, not an issue. It gives you a little handhold here if you want to grab onto that, and the same here. Hooking up to a water line. They both work pretty easy, like I say. You have your water line there, and we send them with adapters so you can hook up to standard American fittings. When you're ready to go to water line, you have to pull the reservoir out here, and you'll see a switch inside here. There's a reservoir there, and you see what looks like a faucet there. Flip that over to the faucet. That activates a solenoid valve that'll open up and allow water to come from the water line connection.
There's a switch over on the ECM too, but it operates something kind of different, right?
Yeah, it works very differently. This, when you go over to the water line connection, that just disconnects the reservoir sensor. So now it doesn't matter if you have water in the reservoir or not, the machine will operate. And then you turn a valve on the bottom of the machine, and I'll show you what that looks like over here.
So that's the ECM we're looking at?
Just go like that, flip that valve over, and now you're in water line connection.
So that's a mechanical change as opposed to using an electrical solenoid.
Correct, which is what the Rocket has, two solenoid valves over here. One takes for the water line, and this one takes water from the reservoir.
Okay.
Now, if you look inside the machines here, you notice there's a difference, but there's also some similarities. Both have horizontal boilers, Sarai pressure stats, RPM motors, and same type of pumps.
Same pumps?
Yep, same pumps, all commercial quality. You notice a lot more stuff in here. That's because these solenoid valves, it's all nice and neat the way it's laid out.
Yeah, it is.
A lot more complex because of the solenoid, more stuff, not a big deal. Very simple inside the ECM here.
A little more straightforward in the plumbing and
Yep.
that kind of thing.
Which makes the ECM a little more serviceable if you ever have to do something at home. I mean, you can work on both of them, not a big deal, but a little more serviceable here.
Now the boiler sizes, little and
Yep.
materials are a little different.
A little different. We got a 1.8 liter copper boiler here with brass end plates. Holds the heat very well. You know, it's a good heat sink on that. 1.0 liter, and I believe it's 1425 watts.
Okay.
I'm looking over to Mark just to get verification,
Yeah.
as you can hear in my voice.
Yes, we looked.
Okay, and we have a 2.1 liter stainless steel boiler on the ECM, and this is 1400 watts. And looking at the side here, it's kind of just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
We have the standard Jacaro controls here on the ECM, and Rocket has their own control system that they're using, a little bit different. Works fantastic.
Now you got something out over here that, you know, a machine like this you might want to consider, right? The
Oh, the water line, or the water filters.
filters.
Yes, we use the BWT. I recommend the Best Max. Good high quality filter. If you're gonna hook your machine into the water line, you're definitely gonna want to get something like this.
right.
Okay, and they're really easy to hook up. The right fitting, you can get the right fittings with them. So they just screw it onto the American version of our threads. So I highly recommend that. You know, you can check the website out for more information on that. So, Mark, what did we miss?
I don't know. You know, just kind of overall, you know, they're two very beautiful machines, and very similar in their capabilities.
Yep.
But you know, with a few key differences, like the boiler materials there, and maybe some of the, you know, the Rocket uses more solenoid valves to get its job done a little bit. And
Both do water lines, reservoirs, so that's pretty simple. You know, if you look over here, shippability, I always concerned about that.
yeah,
A little heavier duty frame on the ECM.
that's like one continuous piece front to back.
Yep, and
right?
it's all welded in there.
Yeah.
This is welded onto the front, so I would say if you're shipping these, just be a little extra careful, that's all. Make it in such a way where you put lots of support under here and in the front so it can't tip forward onto this.
Right.
Not a big deal, just I want you to be careful because they're really beautiful machines, hate to get anything
Yeah, they
damaged.
are. Yeah, they are.
So that's really it. That's the main differences between them. Both will brew and steam fantastic for you, make a great shot. You just learn the machine you have in front of you and grind right for it, and you'll be good.
All right, Todd. So we're back with some bonus. You got your cool tool out there. What are we gonna do?
I got my cool tool.
Cool tool.
Okay, we've got the SCASE device, which is the SCAA recommended way for measuring the temperature of your brew water coming out of your brew group. So let's take a look at the Rocket with no flush on it. This
No
is
flush.
no cooling flush.
Let's see if I can get the light there. Okay.
Okay, about 205 degrees. Okay,
Okay.
now let's go take a look at the ECM Technika Profi 4.
And again, no cooling flush.
No cooling
and-
flush. A little bit hotter by a degree.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
You had 205.8 on the other one. You were three
Yeah,
tenths of a
so-
degree. I
yes.
mean, that's pretty darn close.
Yeah, they're right on that. So goes so if you did a little cooling flush, you'd probably be down right about 200. So we'll just a few seconds
And,
of
this,
a
and
cooling
if you
flush.
really want to set up a machine, you've got to kind of have this, right?
Yeah, people don't really
get-
buy this. You don't really have to
You
buy
don't
this
really
for home.
have to do it,
No.
but
So even a cooling flush,
so maybe a little bit more of a flush.
yeah, gets around the 205. So I have to run a little bit more. I like to brew a standard around 200 degrees. It's a pretty good
Okay.
spot to start. You know, all coffees are different. Okay, we'll do a little more on here. Oh, we ran out of
And
water.
course, ran out of water.
Darn it. Okay, we'll do it on this one.
Okay, give it a little bit more of a flush. See if-
Always when you're trying to play, you know, something
Yeah.
has to happen. There we go.
So it's just that.
Yeah. So that worked out pretty well.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the bonus. Taking a look at the SCASE on the two machines.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think we'll go make some coffee for ourselves. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
All right, some more bonus footage. So we're gonna brew and steam on both of these guys, Todd.
Yep, give you an idea how they steam. You know, the brewing is always subject to your tamp and your grind.
And you already flushed these a bit.
Yep, and I got it pretty close for the grind and tamp.
Okay.
So let's do the ECM first. Then we'll do the Rocket.
Both these have 2-hole steam tips.
Yep.
The ECM's got the lever operated valve there.
Okay, we're brewing a little fast over there.
A little fast.
Yep. Using a 12-ounce pitcher here. Okay, you saw how long that took to froth. Worked out pretty nice, not too slow.
Nice turn.
Okay, now we'll take a look at the steam pressure on the Rocket.
Same thing.
Yep.
This guy's the 2-hole tip as well.
Yep. Again, a little fast on the brew.
So for you, I think the levers are always, a little less movement to operate unless you use your forearm to swing the valve
That
closed
works nice.
like that.
Yeah, I don't like going like this, when you're just closing it.
Yeah.
That's no fun. But it looks like, pretty good pressure on here on this machine.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's all right. But the key element here is you saw the steam pressure on this one. Steam pressure on there. And how they work. So I hope that gives you a good idea how they work. I think it does. So Todd from A Whole Lot to Your Love, Mark behind the camera. Thank you for watching.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.